Hi students, today I am going to discuss about another important concept in the fourth chapter, that is market equilibrium in fixed number of forms. Okay, this question is asked for 4 marks. Explain the market equilibrium in fixed number of forms. See, the market equilibrium in fixed number of forms is related to the perfect competitive market. Perfect competitive market. Okay, so we can also say the market equilibrium in perfect competitive market. That means how the market achieve equilibrium in perfect competitive market, or we can say how the consumers and producers both are in equilibrium in the market. That will be studied under this concept. Okay, so market equilibrium. See, equilibrium. What do you mean by equilibrium? Simply we can say equilibrium is a situation of rest. A situation of rest. That means there is no tendency to move, either the producer or consumer. That means in this market, both in this situation, both consumers and producers both are in equilibrium. Both are satisfied at a particular price or a particular quantity. That is called equilibrium. See, in each and every market, the market equilibrium is one of the important goal achieved by the both consumers and producers. Okay, come to the concept. See, the market equilibrium. In perfect competitive market, the market equilibrium is achieved when the quantity of demand is equal to quantity of supply. Quantity of demand is equal to quantity of supply. Okay, both are same. When the quantity of demand is equal to quantity of supply, we can say the market is in equilibrium. Okay, then in perfect competitive market, the equilibrium situation can be determined by using market demand and market supply. Market demand and market supply, where market demand is equal to market supply. Here the market is in equilibrium. Okay, you already studied in the demand analysis and supply analysis the nature of market demand curve. I will show you simply. Observe here. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Okay. See, the nature of market demand curve is downward sloping from left to right. The nature of market demand curve is downward sloping from left to right. And the nature of market supply curve, this is supply curve. The nature of market supply curve is upward sloping from left to right. See, the nature of market demand curve is downward sloping from left to right, and the nature of market supply curve is upward sloping from left to right. Both curves are intersect each other. That moment or that situation or that point, a market achieved equilibrium. This can be studied in the form of diagram. I will draw the diagram. Okay, so on x-axis we plot quantity, and on y-axis we plot price of the commodity. Okay, see the nature of demand curve. I had told the nature of demand curve is downward sloping from left to right. Okay, and the nature of supply curve is upward sloping from left to right. Slope upwards from left to right. Okay. Observe here. The market equilibrium in fixed number of forms in perfect competitive market we can illustrate through the diagram. Illustrate through the diagram. See the demand curve. The demand curve is downward sloping. A downward sloping demand curve implies the quantities of a commodity willing to buy by the consumer, all consumers, willing to buy by all consumers in a market at different price level. And the upward sloping supply curve, market supply curve. Upward sloping market supply curve implies the quantities of a commodity willing to sell or offered for sale by all producers or all firms in the market at different price level. See, a downward sloping demand curve and upward sloping supply curve. Downward sloping demand curve and upward sloping supply curve. See, SS is market supply curve. And DD is demand curve. Market demand curve. Okay, see, the DD is market demand curve and SS is market supply curve. A downward sloping demand curve, market demand curve, and upward sloping market supply curve intersect at point E. That point is known as equilibrium point. The point E is called equilibrium point. See, point E is called equilibrium point. Okay, see, through the equilibrium point we can obtain equilibrium quantity of demanded and quantity of supplied. Observe here, equilibrium quantity of demanded and supplied, that is called Q, and equilibrium price, this is P, OP. So we can write OQ is equilibrium quantity demanded and supplied. Okay, and OP is equilibrium price. Okay, OP is what? Equilibrium price. So we can write OQ is equilibrium quantity of demand and supply, and OP is equilibrium price. So we can say at point E, market demand, we can write QD is equal to QS. At point E, QD is equal to QS. That means market demand and market supply both are equal. Market demand and market supply both are equal. Then the question arises, if the price may rise or fall, what happens in case of demand and supply? What happened in case of demand and supply? See, at equilibrium price, the equilibrium quantity is QD and QS, OQ. Equilibrium quantity is what? OQ. If the any point or any price than equilibrium price leads to excess demand or excess supply. It leads to excess demand or excess supply. Let me see. See, when the price is P2, the equilibrium supply is Q1 and demand is Q4. Equilibrium supply is Q1 and equilibrium price is Q1. Equilibrium supply is Q1 and equilibrium demand is Q4. See here, the demand is more than supply. The demand is more than supply. I will clear this. Observe here. At price P2, the demand is Q4 and supply is Q1. Q1. So in this situation we can say there is Q4 is greater than Q1. So we can say this is excess demand. Excess demand of Q1 to Q4. Okay, excess demand of or excess demand is equals to Q1 Q4. This situation is called excess demand. Okay, observe that sometimes what happened, some consumers are not able to purchase or not able to get the quantity or required quantity. They are not able to get a required quantity, so they are ready to pay more price for the commodity. More price for the commodity. Then what happened? The price may increases. Next leads to price increase in price. It leads to increase in price. Okay, a rise in price. It leads to increase in price. Okay. At what moment? It leads to increase price to up to P, that is equilibrium price. Up to equilibrium price OP, where QD is equal to QS. Where QD is equal to QS. Observe that when the prices are increases, when the price of a commodity increases, it leads to come to the demand theory, the law of demand. When the price, other things remain constant, if the price of a commodity increases, it leads to decrease demand. It leads to decrease demand and increase the supply. It leads to decrease the demand and increase the supply. Okay, so the price may increase from P2 to P. From P2 to P. Observe, from P2 to P, because the P is equilibrium price. So where the QD is equal to QS. That's why the price may increase up to P, that is equilibrium price. Okay, this is one situation, that is excess demand. Okay, come to another situation, excess supply. When the supply is more, as the price rises, it leads to increase the supply. Then a question arises, up to where, up to which point the supply increases? See, when the price is P1, assume that this is P1. Okay, P1. See, the equilibrium demand is Q2 and supply is Q3. Demand is Q2 and supply is Q3. Okay, so at price P1, price OP1, you can write OP1, right? The demand is Q2 and supply is Q3. Demand is Q2 and supply is Q3. See, here the Q2 is less than Q3. That means market demand is less than market supply. This situation is called as excess supply. This situation is called as excess supply. Okay, see, this situation is called excess supply, where the demand is less than supply. That means market demand is less than market supply. Market demand is less than market supply. Okay, what happened in this situation? Some firms are not able to sell their quantity, not able to sell their output as they expected. They are not able to sell their output as they expected. So they try to increase their sales by decreasing the price of this commodity or by lowering the price of their commodity. Then what happened? The price may fall. Price may fall. So the price may fall up to P. OP, that is equilibrium price, where QD is equal to QS. Where QD is equal to QS. Okay, they fall up to OP, where the QD is equal to QS. So come to the demand theory. Same thing. When other things remain constant, when the price falls, the demand, what happens? The demand may increases and the quantity of supply may decreases. When the price falls, the demand may increases and the market supply may decreases. Okay, it leads to price fall up to equilibrium price OP. Where the demand is equal to supply, that is market demand is equal to market supply. Okay, this is the market equilibrium in fixed number of firms. Especially this market equilibrium is related to the perfect competitive market. Okay, then there's some other questions, some calculation based questions will be asked about this concept. That means we have to calculate and show the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity, excess demand and excess supply through the equations. Okay, I will show you that problem. Okay, let's see. See, the question is, which is asked for 6 marks. The market demand equation is QD is equal to 200 minus P. Market demand equation is 200 minus P, and the market supply equation is 120 plus P. 120 plus P. Okay, then on the basis of these two equations, we have to calculate one thing. First, equilibrium price. What is equilibrium price? Okay, and another one is first, second thing. Okay, I write here. Equilibrium quantity of demand and supply. Okay, then third point is find quantity of demand and supply, quantity of bracket QD and QS when price is more than equilibrium price. Okay, then fourth one is find quantity of, that is QD and QS when price is less than equilibrium price. Less than equilibrium price. Okay, we have to calculate these four elements. Okay, the first question, we have to calculate the equilibrium price. What is equilibrium price? On the basis of these two equations, we have to calculate equilibrium price. And second thing, on the basis of this equation, we have to find the equilibrium quantity of demand and supply. You have to observe that in equilibrium price, at equilibrium price, the market demand is equal to market supply. That means both should be same value. Then third question is we have to find the demand and supply, quantity of demand and supply when the price is more than equilibrium price, that is P1. In the before explaining to the diagram, just assume that P1. And fourth one is find equilibrium quantity of demand and supply when the price is less than equilibrium price, that is P2. Okay, observe the diagram P2. Okay, let me start from the first question, that is first we have to find out equilibrium price. Okay, observe that in perfect competitive market, we already studied that at equilibrium price, QD is equal to QS. QD is equal to QS. Okay, so quantity of demand is equal to quantity of supply. 200 minus P and QS is 120 plus P. Okay, so 200 minus P is equal to 120 plus P. Okay, then write the numerical values from one side and alphabetics on another side. 200 when we move from this side, so it comes to plus or minus. Okay, plus 120 becomes minus 120 is equal to plus minus P is equal to converted into plus P. P plus P. Okay, 200 minus 120, 80 is equal to 2P. Okay, therefore P is equal to 80 divided by 2 is equal to 2 ones are 240. So P is equal to 40. That is equilibrium price is rupees 40. Okay, this is the first question answer. Equilibrium price is rupees 40. Okay, and second, I will start with the second one. Okay, so the second question is, so first question is solved. Second question is equilibrium quantity of demand and supply. Equilibrium QD and QS. To find equilibrium QD and QS, we put equilibrium price rupees 40 on both equations. Okay, so QD is equal to 200 minus P and QS is equal to 120 plus P. So 200 minus 40 is equal to 160 and QS 120 plus 40 is equal to 160. Observe here, QS is 160 and QD is also 160. So 160 is equal to 160. Therefore, QD is equal to QS. Okay. The second question is solved. And the third question is, so we have to find out the quantity of demand and supply when the price is more than equilibrium price. Okay, when the price is more than equilibrium price. Third question. Okay, so equilibrium more than price is more than equilibrium price. Okay, so I will know that equilibrium price is rupees 40. So we assume that the price is rupees 50. Okay, price is rupees 50. Therefore, QD is equal to 200 minus P and QS is 120 plus P. So 200 minus 50. Therefore, 150 QD is 150 and QS 120 plus 50 is equal to 170. QS is 170. So observe here, 150 is less than 170. That means QD is less than QS. This situation is called excess supply. This situation is called excess supply. Demand is less than supply. Okay. So the third question is also solved. Then the last one, fourth question. When the price is less than, that is we assume that less than means P2 in the diagram. Price is less than equilibrium price. Okay. Less than equilibrium price. We assume that the price is rupees 30. So equilibrium price is rupees 14 and equilibrium price is rupees 40 and less than price is we assume rupees 30. Put rupees 30 on both equations. 200 minus 30 is equal to 170. QD is 170 and QS is equal to 120 plus P, 120 plus 30. Okay, that is QS is equal to 170. So observe here, 150. So observe here, 170 is greater than 150. Therefore, QD is greater than QS. So this situation is called excess demand. Excess demand. So, dear students, I hope you all understand the concepts. Both equation situations, achievement of equilibrium situation in perfect competitive market through the descriptive answer, through the diagram, and also the equation. Okay, dear students, if you have any doubts or any questions, please mention in the comment box. I will try to answer. Thank you.